Well then, that was Christmas, and I hope you got what you wanted this year. Of course, every year there's always something that there's just not enough of to go around, and that means some people will go without. So if you didn't get world peace this year, I hope you got the next best thing. Cold hard cash. And if you did get cold hard cash, I want to suggest to you that now is the ideal time to invest in your local zoo. After all, you may have heard that there aren't going to be so many polar bears around this time next year. And that means that the ones that are left will increase in value. The more scarce polar bears become, the more they become like big furry diamonds. Diamonds that live on a diet of seals and penguins. So consider investing in your local zoo. If not for me, then for Steve, the crocodile hunter Irwin, about whom I'm resolved to say nothing but nice things this year. Which brings me to the real reason I'm here, to talk about New Year resolutions. At this time of year, some people try and be clever and resolve to do less of something they didn't really do in the first place. I'm going to smoke less crack this year. I'm going to knit less mittens for kittens. I'm going to spend less time going up to people I don't know and saying, "Do I not know you from somewhere?" This year, I'm going to fight less mountain lions. Now don't stand for this behaviour. Insist on what I like to call a resolution. So if someone says to you, "This year, I don't know, I was thinking, fight less mountain lions," point out to them that the only way to achieve resolution on something that you didn't already do is to go from no fighting mountain lions through the space-time continuum into an alternative reality where you actually make love to a mountain lion. That'll teach them to be so blasé about end-of-year resolutions and wildlife pugilism. Now you're probably thinking, that's fine Mark, but this whole mountain lion sex thing is kinda creeping me out. Can you give me a more practical example of resolution? And I'll be happy to do so as soon as I've finished attending to these mountain lion scratches. Let's say that someone you know has resolved to spend less time partying with Britney Spears and Paris Hilton. Now if your friend's name's Lindsay Lohan, that's a reasonable resolution to make. If not, it's a bit of a cop-out. So in this case, how do we achieve resolution? Well, we start by taking the bogus resolution, no more partying with Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. We travel through the space-time continuum, which is represented here by cold spaghetti, into the alternative reality, over George Bush's brain, which resides permanently in an alternative reality and is represented here by a walnut. Find Paris Hilton and Britney Spears and somehow persuade them to go to church with you. Possibly by telling them there's a really hot guy in there, wearing nothing but a loincloth. So to achieve resolution, you kinda have to do the opposite of the thing that you said you weren't going to do if you weren't really doing that thing in the first place. So now, having said I'm not going to knit any more mittens for kittens, maybe I'm going to have to knit an entire wardrobe for kittens. Or maybe just a sexy bikini for a mountain lion. This video has been supplied for parody purposes only, and if George Bush's brain is in fact a walnut, then I just ate George Bush's brain. On the subject of food, it was recently pointed out to me that although I really don't like cucumbers, I do like these little pickles, which are in fact miniature cucumbers. Which leads me to believe that anything you don't like in life can be improved by soaking in vinegar. In order to test this theory, I'm soaking US foreign policy in Iraq overnight in vinegar. I'm going to eat it tomorrow and see if it tastes any more palatable than it did today. Pickles.